What's up my loves, my name is Paige, this is Paige with the Page, and today we're doing my October TBR. Hello my darlings, welcome to this video. Today we are talking through the books that I want to read in October. There are so many amazing, wonderful readathons happening. I'm going to loosely participate in TBR Harvest because I do have a prompt in there, so I would like to complete one of the bingo boards, but I'm just going to see how I read, what I read, and where that will fit to sort of just guide my reading. And I might also do the scavenger hunt because that is also fairly easy to incorporate to my reads as well. There is also Fablen where you could do the adventurer path or the NPC version, so if you're in a state where you just need a chill moment, that's also available. There's also the Relax and Readathon Spooky Edition happening on the 25th, as well as Donna Marie Reads 72-hour Hallowathon happening from, I think it's the 24th through the 26th as well, so all just spooky Halloween wonderful times. I will try to participate in those as well because I now have time on that weekend to actually relax, and I definitely need to do that. But I want to talk through the books that I'm looking at reading in the month of October. So I do have one carryover from Cluedo, and that's A Steeping of Blood by Husper Faisal. I didn't end up getting to it in September. It came out right towards the end, and I was just like trying to binge read it as much as humanly possible, so I didn't quite get this one in, so I'll definitely add it to the list for this month. And then that was my new release, which I did end up swapping out for Herkiad, but I still had it in for Cluedo, so I still want to get to it. So my new release for October is going to be A Mouthful of Dust by Nebo. This is for the Herkiad challenge of a new release, so chipping away at that and keeping it. It's a short, easy read, and I just love these. Is the fifth or sixth book in the Singing Hills cycle by Nebo. They're really just beautifully written little novellas, so I don't have too much on what this is actually about, but I really enjoy the vibes of the whole series. I'm really happy to be able to stay caught up with this series as well. So those are two newish releases, but I also have a few very exciting arcs that I want to get to, as well as a gift from Ash as well. So, the other thing I will be doing is participating in the, what is this series? The Shepherd King duology read along, but I will only be reading the second book in the second half of the month, and that's Two Twisted Grounds by Rachel Gillick. I read One Dark Window earlier this year and really loved it, so I'm very excited to finish off this duology and see where we end up. It's a very interesting magic system, and I just really enjoyed the vibes of like the dynamics between all of the characters. I just absolutely adored, so I'm really excited to actually continue on and finish off this duology, see where it ends up, and the chaos that might unfold. The Providence cards are such a unique concept that I find a lot of people have really enjoyed, and especially in the spooky months, this seems like the perfect fit. Another one that's sort of fitting just to I don't know why I want to read it. I can't remember what I put. I think it's for Herkiad's Heritage Month, maybe. But I want to read Tender as the Flesh by Augustine Bastarrica. I don't know if I'm going to enjoy this. I don't think I'm going to enjoy this, but I think it's going to be quite interesting. So this is where we have run out of, I didn't even mention, animal product, I believe. And so we seek other forms of meat, and that is farming and things in that particular way. I think I'm going to be greatly disturbed, but I think it's going to be one that I sit with and think about a lot more. Continuing on the spooky vibe, because I have two books here that are really just like so left field. I want to get to The Place Where They Buried Your Heart by Christina Henry, which is coming out in November, and I believe this is a sentient house of some description. I don't need to know anything more than that. I'm just so excited to get to it. I love Christina Henry's writing. I'm not sure how I'm going to do with haunted houses, so I thought this would be a good place to start. But I also have Play Nice by Rachel Harrison, so I'm really just putting in the houses for this month, which was an arc that I got from Ash's work that came out in September, so really happy to be able to get to it. I believe this is following an influencer who has a childhood home that's like possessed, and she goes back to do it as a fixer-upper and make content over it, and then shit goes wrong. I've heard people talking about this. I haven't seen reviews of it, but I've seen so many people have this on their TBR, and when I saw it at Ash's work, I was like, I'm just gonna borrow that and do a thing. And read these. So I've got both of these on the list and I'm really excited for them. Another one I'm super excited about is for covering TBR Knockouts challenge for last month, which is Fruit and Veggies on the cover, and I'm going with Hemlock and Silver by T. Kingfisher. Snow White retelling by one of my favorite authors, like no brainer, so excited. Do I know anything else about this? Absolutely not. Am I here for a fucking good time? I really hope so. I've seen a lot of people read this and really enjoy it, so I think with my love of T. Kingfisher this isn't going to lead me astray. But do I know anything aside from the Snow White reimagining? I got nothing, but I'm so excited. I love this so much and this cover is stunning. So it definitely fulfills the fruit and veggies on the cover. Then for TBR Knockout this month, I think I have black in the title, series, or author name. I have one book on my TBR that fulfills that criteria. So I've had a bit of a break and I'm coming back to Wicked Pursuit and Divine Intervention by Katie Robert and Iron Virtues. This is the first in the Black Rose Auction series, so I will be reading this and I'm very excited. This was an arc that I picked up at the beginning of the year. Came out in February. They are 2 stories in 1, so I will read both and read book 1 and 2. But yes, I binge read all of the Katie Robert on my shelf earlier this year, and this was the one that I didn't get to because it was still the same narrators as 3 other books I'd listened to earlier in the month, and I just went, I can't do it. I need something different. So I'm hoping I've given myself enough of a break, because I think that might have been like February or March. So giving myself some time so now I can dive into this with a fresh brain. I have no idea what this is about. We've got Red Riding Hood remix for Wicked Pursuit and a Goldilocks remix for Divine Intervention. I'm just going in blind, that's fine by me. Then 2 of my Storygraph challenges is Crazy Stupid Bromance by Lyssa Kay Adams. I've loved this series this year, so very excited to continue on with the 3rd book. And I believe I really enjoyed the snippets that we've seen of the protagonist that we're following in this, and I absolutely love our female protagonist in it. So very excited to continue on with this series. I didn't realize how much I was going to fall in love with it, but very excited. And I think the next one, or maybe there's one coming out following a particular character that I'm very excited to get to. So very keen to continue on with the series. And then one random one that I got was The Memory Police by Yoko Ogawa. I don't know anything about this. Like, I know that things disappear and it doesn't have any meaning, but there are people that can remember that, but I'm not sure how this all works together. So I'm just gonna go in blind and see what it's all about. I do know that it's quite well acclaimed, and it does, like, it's got a dreamlike story of dystopia and beautiful and haunting, so maybe this is the perfect time. And yeah, it just got randomized, so I put it on the TBR. So these plus 3 others are the books that I am wanting to focus my time and attention on in October. Do I have 4 other books that I need to read? No, 3 other books I need to read for a Patreon vlog? Yes. Do I have another 2 that I want to read for a different one? Yes. And then do I just have a couple extra ones on there because I am insane and can't keep between my 4,500 to 5,000 page goal? Yes. With all the reading challenges, it's just so fun creating an eclectic mix of things I want to read each month. But I'm really excited for this stack. It feels really good. But these are the ones that I just wanted to talk about and say, hey, these are the ones that I should be reading. Hopefully I will get to all of this and more. But please let me know in the comments what you're planning on picking up in October. Are you leaning into the Halloween spooky vibes? Or are you just like taking the chill and reading, you know, like fluffy? Or like most of us in Australia, heading into spring. So it's not really the creepy atmosphere that, you know, this time of year usually invokes. So feel free to let me know anything you want to let me know, and if you have any thoughts and opinions on these books, please no spoilers, but I'd love to hear what you've thought of them in the comments down below as well. And if you like this video, feel free to give it a big thumbs up. If you'd like to see more of this mess, feel free to subscribe. I'll hopefully see you on my next video over on my Patreon. Bye!